Hey guys, I don't know if you can see me or not. It's kind of early. It's 5:45 in the morning. I'm here at Flaming Gorge Reservoir. And Flaming Gorge sits in southwestern Wyoming. And it sits actually on the border with Utah. So the lower part of the reservoir is in Utah and the upper part is in Wyoming. And so I came down here with some friends to go fishing, so I thought I'd try and make a field trip out of this. We're going to be fishing for salmon and lake trout and maybe burbot, but we're going out on this boat. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. We're getting it set up because it's kind of a new boat. There's the marina down here. Here's our boat that we're taking out. It's a big pontoon boat, and you can see that it has 3 big pontoons. Some of them only have 2 on the outside edges, but this one has 3, 1 down the middle for better stability. And then you can see that it has a gate here and big decking with lots of chairs and seating. So we're getting this set up. On the back end of these, they have a huge motor. So I think he said this is a 160 horsepower maybe. So he said he wanted it bigger, but this is what came with it. So this motor inside spins this prop, and this prop spinning at a high rate of speed in the water with those spins is what drives the boat forward. It creates propulsion and it shoves the boat forward in the water. It's pretty interesting that this little tiny deal with these relatively thin blades there can drive this huge thing at a pretty good rate of speed out on the water. So anyway, I better get back up in there because we're helping to set up. I'll film some more. It's really pretty down here, the mountains. This is the Green River. So I've taken you on some trips to the headwaters of the Green River. The Green River comes down through Wyoming, out of the Wind Rivers, and then it makes its way down into Utah, Utah, and then connects with the Colorado River. All right, so you can see that motor in the water there. It tilts like that. And you tilt it down into the water, and then it turns back and forth using the steering wheel. Beautiful morning. Here's a marina with a bunch of boats docked up and a gas station. You can pull your boat up and get gas. And you can park your boats in these slips by paying a rental fee. And there's the boat launch. Come down the ramp, slip your boat in the water. You actually back your truck down into the water a little bit. Some gulls flying in, seagulls. Pretty sunrise. GPS type, yeah.
little fish. And they're on the bottom. Last 20 feet at the bottom. Fish off this side.
So the wind's blowing.
I must be close to the bump right there where those guys are all at.
So what we're doing is we're trolling. We're going like 1 mile an hour, maybe 1.5 miles an hour. We really should have a trolling motor, which is a little electric motor, and you can go really slow with that, but it hadn't come yet. So we're using the big old motor down here to go as slow as we can, and then we have a bucket dragging on the front. And that's what you'd call like a sea anchor. Anytime you want to slow a boat down, they have kind of a parachute contraption you can throw off the back of a boat, or even big ships will lower that big anchor they have and drag it behind them, not on the bottom of the ocean, but just in the water, and it helps to create drag and slow the ship for a variety of reasons. My line's kind of bouncing here. Make sure there's not a fish on it. Anyway, so we're just trolling different setups out behind us real slow, trying to get fish with different weights and stuff on it and different mechanisms that make it dive down deeper. So it's pretty fun. We caught one fish so far, and it's in this live well, which the live well keeps water coming in and out and keeps oxygen in the water. And this is a really deep one, so you can't see him, but he's down there. That way you keep the fish alive and fresh during the day, and then you'll kill them at the end of the day and fillet them out or whatever you're gonna do with them. Pretty out here. Sun came up. Other boaters out here. I almost just dropped my phone in the lake. Barely caught it. So you can see the other boats, fishermen. And he's got a...
There he is.
Under one of the seats.
Under there.
So that device I just showed you has a screen on it, and it shows the bottom of the lake, the number on the left. So we're at 90 feet right now. Tells us the depth of the lake, if I'm looking at it right. Anyway, and then it'll show little slashes on the screen at the different depths to show you fish. And then we've got a mechanism here called a downrigger that's mounted here, and the downrigger has a big ball on it, and the downrigger's at 75 feet right now, and the big ball takes it down, and this fishing line here is connected to the ball. It's pinched on a rubber thing, so it pulls the line down, and then kicking off the line is a lure. So the lure is right at 75 feet, and then when a fish hits it, theoretically it'll pop the line and the pole will start doing its thing. But anyway, with the fish finder you can kind of see what's happening. So here's the fish finder. point out the bottom. The color on the across the bottom is the floor of the lake, and then this, all these little arcs are just representations of fish, and so that's a school of fish, and they're down there between 60 and 90 feet deep.
The
Up
total
above
depth is 92.
And the depth from the surface, which is here at 0, to the bottom is 92 feet, and then over here are increments of 30, 60, 90.
1.5 miles an hour, 70 feet, 70 degrees is the temperature of the lake.
It's not 11 o'clock, I don't think. But anyway, there's a school of fish. There's a fish there, maybe a couple more behind it. So that's how a fish finder works. You got your console. This moving up or down makes this go faster or slower. That's the throttle. The steering wheel moves that motor in the back. You turn the wheel and then the motor turns side to side to make the boat go one way or the other. Pretty day. So now you can see them. See that nice rainbow trout in there? Beautiful day. Hey guys, so that's a wrap on our field trip. We ended up catching one fish all day. It's like 7 p.m. so we're out there from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. They usually catch a whole bunch, but oh well, kind of a slow day. But it's a pretty day on the water and fun to be on the boat. So if you're ever down in southwestern Wyoming, come to Flaming Gorge. It's actually a long lake. We stayed down on the Utah end of it, but you can go up into the Wyoming end and camp along the shorelines. They have open camping, or they have a campground here. Different places to put your boat in. So it's a pretty cool place. Anyway, see ya. We're right here just outside of Manila, Utah by Flaming Gorge Reservoir. There's this cool sign. We just entered Wyoming. The Wyoming border is pretty close by. But it's about the Mountain Man Rendezvous that took place here in 1825. You can press pause and read this. I don't think I'm going to hold it for that long. I'll hold it for a while here, but anyway, just wanted to add that little piece to the field trip, so hope you enjoyed it. It's pretty out here.